So if you don't know my story, motor overheats at high RPM. If it's idle and low, then it cools down. And the heat warning, overheating warning will come on like crazy. All right, we are working on the poppet valve. We're going to remove this lower cowl or cover. So you discovered that one of these hose or wire could use some use. I could see the bare wire on that one, so that's not a good thing. That is actually for what? For this brown wire, one of the main harness wire. Okay, I don't know what that's for. Alright. Okay. Pee-hole hose. Oh snap, my pee-hole's been clogged too. I don't know if you can see it, but it's completely clogged. So that is something to see. Snap. See some dirty stuff in here. Okay, so definitely have to flush those holes. And then this trim, sensor here, or switch here. All right, man, come on now. Okay, be nice. Be nice. Okay, so take that off. When I put it back, it should just snap back in. Okay. So you can see here. Trash. Don't do that. So it's supposed to go in here. Okay, these are the ones that either it can sit in the cowl or slip it back on. Slip it back on so that way we won't forget. I'm gonna leave this on the ground, on the grass, and then I will probably just air hose this later. Okay. So let's see how you guys can see this. Let's move you down here. Poppet valve is right here. Okay, so we're gonna have to take off this hose. It's just a zip tie. Just a zip tie. So this line is actually blocking your view from the throttle bodies. So I'll probably have to move this up so you guys can see. But let me go grab my gaskets and then I'll come back. All right, so I got my poppet valve from Buckshot Racing 77. Okay, I like how they put this paper in there. It gives you all the orientation, layer, number to show you where it is and what to do. Torque specs and everything too. Okay. So now it has everything in here. I'm just going to remove this one and see what it looks like. All right. So we will have to. It's so annoying. All right, we're gonna move you over more. Okay, so we will have to cut this zip tie. Alright, so I gotta remember this one is here. Okay. Clean. And then everything else should be able to fit right in. Ah, dang it. I wanted to be able to play with this without having to take this stupid case off, but it seems like it's gonna be rubbing right above it, so I might have to. I still end up having to remove this whole setup here. Okay, so just to move the entire thing and not individual parts, bolt, and bolt up here. So these are shoot. Alright, so I gotta remember that the top one has this piece. Okay, don't lose it. It's like a spacer. Okay, so top. They all go together. Keep it together. You can see I need all that clearance to clear right there at the very top. You can see right there, it's hitting the popper valve cover or case, however you want to call it. So that's the reason why I need to move this up maybe a couple centimeters. One probably, to be able to do what I need to do. 1/2. All right, all these guys are 1/2. All right, see, this is why we need to move this, because it won't come out, right? Move it up, comes through. Okay, this is what it looks like. My overheating issue. Let's see what it is. Oh, there's a screw in here. Okay, so the screw. Oh, this might be it. See how this rubber piece here got pinched? I don't know, this is probably what caused my issue, overheating in high speed, high RPM. Okay, in there looks okay. Here, it's crimped here. And then it broke. Okay, so this might be the culprit for my overheating. So if you don't know my story, motor overheats at high RPM. If it's idle and low, then it cools down. And the heat warning, overheating warning will come on like crazy. All right, so I'm pushing it in, unscrewing it, while I'm holding this diaphragm look-alike, just because I don't know what to expect. Okay. What else? I'm gonna peel this cork gasket out. Oh snap. I'm just gonna put it in the order that I received it in the order in which it was received. All right, so that's that. This is this. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, won't budge. I'm going in, boys. Oh, okay. So it does fit in there. What does it look like? I don't know. What do you guys think? That's all I see. So the diaphragm, okay. And this thing just sits like this. And this just sits like this. That's all I got right here. Okay. Woo, look at that. Maybe I need to spray it. Okay, so I can see this thing move around. Let's see. Maybe you guys can see it. This bottom base come off. Yep, so I see the other gasket under there. I can feel the spring in there. Let me grab a bungee cord and tie this one up. I'll be back. Okay, so I just moved a couple things out of the way. Woo. Bah. Okay. Ah, that's what he was talking about. This is where the spring-loaded setup is. Okay. So this is the spring-loaded setup. Sits in like this. Okay, it comes out like this. So I am not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna keep it like this for reference. Okay, and then this is where the other gasket goes. All right. We'll peel this one out. I'm gonna need a blade. So number 12 is a grommet in there. All right, right there. That's your grommet. Oopsie. There you go. All right, so we're gonna replace that. But first, clean her out. Okay. So this grommet goes inside. Pay attention to these corners. See how this is a smooth tapered in top? Top goes in like that, okay? All right. So it goes in like this. But there seems to be something else inside, right? Goes like this, but see how this one has a groove? The new one has a groove. Nope, nope. So something else goes in there. Let's focus here. New one doesn't warp, old one kind of warps, as you can see. See? This inner lip here is facing out. I did not know that because it came in like this in the package. So now that I know, I need to flip it. Good to have old references, okay? And then I think I get it now. So here, so here, so here. So here. Alright? Okay, we're all here. It's going to be sandwiched in like this. That's probably why my buddy was saying that it's annoying, because it's supposed to just sit and then sandwiched in like so, and it goes like so. Okay, now that makes more sense. Okay. We're gonna set that aside here. Let's see what that gasket's gonna give us. All right. That's gonna pose an issue. So, how am I gonna solve this? I might have to put something on the back. Maybe not, I don't know. All right, so I might be cheating a bit. I'm gonna use these to lightly spray on the gasket, just so that it can stay on. Just a small piece of it. So I'm just spraying it lightly. Hopefully it's not too bad. See if it's able to stay. Yeehaw! There we go. Oh my goodness. All right. So now that it's staying on just enough for me to work on it. To work with it. So I literally just spray right here. Okay. Now all this is going in. Okay, double checking the fitting. Okay, so now this one's ready. The gasket is in. Move, buddy, move, buddy. Move, buddy. Yeah, this is the pain in the butt one. Shoot, where is it? Okay. This is the one where, if not everyone, is complaining about. Am I right? Come on. Am I in? Okay. Alright, I'm in. I can see why this is a pain in the butt. This is probably what he meant by sandwiching them in the middle. You guys seen all this? This is crazy. And you gotta do it. One hand here, one hand here. Okay. Everything looks good. Everything is straight. Guys, I cannot imagine doing this without removing this lower cover here. OMG. Shoot. Forgot my dang gasket. How do people do it like this? So annoying. How do people work on these pop-it valves without getting annoyed? It is so annoying. Hold and hold and hold and hold and hold. Oh snap. You guys seen all this? Annoying. If you can imagine, I'm already struggling with 2 hands and having space. Could you imagine having to do this in a super tight space from up, working down? OMG. I'll be stressed out to the max. Rule of thumb, twist it by hand first. Okay. And there you go, guys. Pop-it valve is in. I might just loosen it up just a wee bit and move some of these gasket back in place. Just up a little bit more, but other than that, pop-it valve's done. All right, so to torque it to spec, because the Sport torque spec is 150 pound-inch or 17 Newton meter. My torque wrench, the lowest is 13.6. I'm going to torque it at my lowest first. Okay, just to be sure, because when I was doing it, I got scared because I was like, wait, I don't hear anything. It kept moving. All right, so 13 there. And then after 13, I'll set it to, the next knot is just 13 and then 27. So just slightly above 13. All right, that should do it. Let's test this bottom one first. Perfect. All right. It is scary because I do not want to mess this up, because it is at the block. Yep. All right, we're all set.